Forward TV. The world is thinking.
I think the problem with the system is it's testing the wrong kind of thing. I mean, what you need at the moment to get through the adoption system is grim determination, quite pushy. It ends up being a lot of middle-class people doing it because, you can argue with officials. You've got more, you just persevere more. You really, really want to be a parent. But I'm not sure that kind of drive, which actually has been my journalistic background has been very useful, necessarily qualified me for when Jade arrived and there I was, with no more great foreign assignments to do, but sitting down, feeling quite daunted by how you look after a baby. So I actually think the filtration process is perhaps sort of looking for the wrong things. I mean, I think perhaps what you need more of in the whole system is more learning, more training about parenting and what it means to parent a child with attachment disorder. I mean, I didn't learn a lot about attachment disorder in my course. There was a lot of questions about our networks and about if Gerald played cricket, didn't that mean it was a male-dominated thing? And wasn't there a gender bias? That's right. Wasn't there a gender bias because Gerald played cricket? And I don't know, there was a lot of questions that didn't actually seem relevant to what I'm dealing with every day now, bringing up my children. So I think actually we need to retrain social workers and just look at adoption in a different way. So we're not saying, if you have a history of mild depression, you get turned down, as I found one parent did, or you've got too many books in your house, that family was turned down, or, there are these weird and wonderful Kafkaesque reasons why people get turned down. And a lot of it is simply to do with prejudice. It's not about preparation. If you're in a local authority that doesn't want you to adopt, particularly from abroad, there is a lot of prejudice. They just don't like it. They just think you're a pushy, middle-class white person, and we don't want to let you do it. And some boroughs are great, but some aren't. And I think that's sort of an area where it needs to be a level playing field. It needs to be cleaned up. The other thing is the obligation to culture. I mean, absolutely. I kind of agree with John again. It's true they don't necessarily intrinsically have a culture. I don't think my children are intrinsically good at Mandarin. I mean, actually one is and one isn't. But at the same time, I think it's wrong to deny culture, as happened a lot with Korean adoptees in the States. They'd be adopted in the middle of Texas or somewhere. And from the moment they were brought to America, their country of origin wasn't mentioned. And then these children have grown up very resentful, but not a single nod or wink was made towards their origins. So I just think you've got to be open. You've got to, allow children to be as Chinese or not as they want to be. And we just hope that we can offer it to them. If they don't want it, we don't push it down their throats. We don't insist. And just see where it evolves. Let them choose at the end of the day because they're going to choose their life.